Free to Succeed 2.0. Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is the game. Do you hear me, YouTube algorithm? The game is Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, so our Sun Wukong chase, Captain 72 energy, which I did not claim for the record. Said I wasn't going to claim it, and I didn't claim it. That little free thing on Overshop drove me nuts all day, but we took our stance. We sent our message. Alright. So this begins today, so we start getting our gear. Whacks an enemy with his staff with a chance to stun. Strikes with magic with different effects based on if the target survives. Steals all buffs and attacks them alongside mystical clones. Revives himself 3 turns after death with full HP and turn meter. Interesting. I haven't looked at his skills or anything yet. Drop fever, fine. Coin. Wow. So that new champion released. Another one? Summon champions and earn missing champion fragments. Alright, we'll have to check that out too. What is this one? Shuzin the Valorous. A Void Legendary. Well, that's all we needed to know about that, isn't it? Doesn't apply to us. For a short time, running a special summon rush. Of course it's a summon rush, where you'll be able to earn fragments of one champion from a past fragment event. Pythion, Uko. This is cool, but I don't think it applies to me. I doubt there's going to be enough fragments to get the champ. I think it's to finish off fusions we didn't finish before. So it doesn't apply to us, but fine. Kind of a shame that it has to be a summon rush, but what do you expect? You know what I mean? What do you expect? So we have continued to make food. We're working on it. We've got where'd they go? I had 3 5-star foods made. Hang on a minute. Oh, sorry. Braid fart for a second. Yeah, we've got 3 5-star foods made. And we're, you know, working on that. That's what we've been working on. I guess there really are no more of these available, except I sort of halfway joked about it yesterday, but I guess the only way to get those is to just buy them now. I don't see them in any events or tournaments or anything. Oh, no, there's 20. For Fire Knight turn attack. All right, I take it back. There's 20 available. How many does it cost to summon? It costs 80 to summon, and you can get 25% of a summon by finishing that Fire Knight turn attack event. Am I understanding that correctly? Oh my god, how did they get away with this for so long? How have they gotten away with this for so long? I'll hang on to that, I reckon. Come on, dude. All right, so what do we got going on? That's right, that, and then events. We've got Titan event. That's the frag. I mean, we'll look at it and see what's going on, but I'm fairly certain that there's only going to be a handful of frags for each champ. I think it's, again, for people who couldn't quite finish the past events. I wonder if it's... I wonder how this is going to be set up. If it's like you have to select the champion you want to obtain the fragments for, or if it's going to be possible to get fragments for all of these and potentially finish off more than one of the fusions you didn't finish before. Interesting. Interesting. How's our referrals looking? 34, 35, 36. Homeboy right here is rolling. Pretty sure that's Jenga. Jenga started way after these two. Jenga rolling, bruh. All right, so let's check our Forge Pass. Defeat 50 Magic Champions. Where would one find a Magic Champion? Maybe in Faction Wars? What do we got open? Orcs. Can we clear this one reliably? No. Where the Magic Champions at? There's a few. Here, let's just knock this out real quick. All right. So yeah, if nothing else, it'll be interesting to see what the summon rush looks like. It's not a bad concept. I feel like I can't remember if they've done this before. I know that they've sold frags after the fact. Why do I feel like for one of the like, I don't know. Is this the first time they've ever done this? Can't remember. Either way, like I said, it's a shame that it has to be a summon rush. Summon rush is the reason that's a problem. The reason it's a problem that like everything seems to revolve around a summon rush. Anytime it's something particularly valuable, it's a summon rush. Summon rush tends to be the make or break thing for the fusion. The reason that's such a problem is because it's the one thing you don't really have control over, aside from just not participating in the game, right? It's the one thing you can't grind out. You can't grind out acquiring shards. You can, again, save them, but there's always something going on for shards. So to participate in one thing is going to mean to miss out on several others. And that's just not a good balance. You know what I mean? It's very manipulative. It's very manipulative. It's just purely to put you in a position to feel like you need more shards. So you need to spend money to get those shards because then you can't grind them out. Artifact enhancement, champ training, as annoying as all of these events are, it's up to you more or less, right? There's no reason that you have to spend your gems to participate in the game usually. You know, my old free-to-play gems will stack up in the thousands. I blew my gems a while back being silly, but like, I don't really have to spend my gems if I don't want to most of the time. So they can pile up and it's not really that big of a deal. I'm not missing out on too much by not doing that. So when I need those gems for energy refills, it's a little bit different than when I need shards to participate in something, because shards are much harder to come by. And they know that, right? It's by design. It's part of the reason they stopped giving us sacreds as part of login rewards, and why sacreds are not typically available in events or tournaments. And if they are available, they're not reasonably available. You know what I mean? You get a few in the early game to kind of get you hooked, and then they kind of stop doing it. So unless you hit clan boss, you know, if you're hitting Ultra Nightmare clan boss and getting pretty lucky, the drops from there are still kind of surprisingly decent. I'm surprised they haven't nerfed those drops a little bit, but it's just bad design. It's just greedy, manipulative design, and that's why it's so aggravating. You know what I mean? I think we're in such a position as raid players that there's a lot of people that'll see this and go, wow, they're. I actually got a DM from a buddy Hazard. He was like, it seems like they're listening. This is pretty decent. And on one hand it does, but on another hand, it's like, this is like the worst way to do it. Potentially. Maybe it's going to be one of those summon rushes where you can do it with 500 green shards. Maybe it's going to be a pleasant surprise, but I have no reason to think that. I think it's going to be a pretty aggressive summon rush. And again, I think like they've put raid players in a position, and we've seen this before, where they'll do something that's like 8% nice, good for us, 8% what we've wanted, and a lot of people are like, yes, finally, like finally they're listening, finally they're heading in the right direction. But really they're not. They're peppering in something that we've talked about wanting, but still stacking the deck very heavily in their favor. You know what I mean? So, and I always try to say, I'm not mad at any game developer for trying to make money. That's the point. That's why you make the game, right? But there's a clear difference in the way the game feels when the developer's top priority is making a good game. And that's not what Plarium's priority is here. Plarium's priority is to make money. And making a quality game is a very low second on the list. They're not even really close. Whereas, you know, other games, I usually use Summoner's War as the benchmark, but Summoner's War seems much more interested in their game being good and fun and balanced, and the events are fun and interesting and always net positive and not grindy. You know what I mean? The parts of the game that are supposed to be difficult are the difficult parts of the game, not shard management. You know what I mean? That's a ridiculous aspect to have to a mobile game, is managing your champion acquisition materials. That's dumb. It's dumb. It's unnecessarily dumb. You know what I mean? They drop the summon pool thing, and then I have to get to the top. I have to finish the whole thing to get a fourth of one summon for the summon pool thing, and you don't even get extra if you win your bracket? What are you talking about, man? Like, actually, what the fuck are you talking about? Goofy bastards. Why is it not a whole summon up here? I don't get it. I just don't get it, man. But what are you gonna do? You know, hold on a second. Part of the event. Oh, I thought this was gonna be compiled of a bunch of the champions in the Summon Rush thing coming up. But no, it's not. It's not that bad. Anyway, there's my little rant. I still don't think we can beat the Griffin yet. I don't think enough has changed for us to be able to beat the Griffin. So we really just got to continue to make food. I need to beat 15 more Magic Champions. Are there any Magic Champions in 12.3? If I grind 12.3 for a minute, are there any Magic Champions? I don't remember if there are. I know there's not on that screen, but probably not. No, okay. I guess we'll just change the stage for a second then. I love that Prince Kaimar's part of it. And Shazar. So what do we need to do? We probably need to do that. Let's see, there's one Magic Champ. I think there were 3 in the next one and 3 in the next one. So I guess we need to do this time and then one more time. Oh, there's only 2 here. Still, I think that applies though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. The Ultimate Death Knight birthday thing was different than it seemed like it was going to be at first. I think at first glance it seemed like it was going to be like a more casual, fun thing, but I think it does not. I think it ended up not being that. All right, so give me that. Like, it's a lot grindier than I think I hoped it would be. What I do want to do, I assume he's a skinwalker. I want to look at this dude. He's a skin as well. think I like this better. .28 speed lead in arena. He's an attack champ. Stun increases the 50% chance if they have any buffs. Okay. Pretty reliable A1 stun, actually. Pretty good. Pretty good percentage for an A1. Ignore 50% of the target's defense. Will attack all remaining enemies with any surplus damage if the target is killed. This attack will also ignore 50% of the target's defense. This attack cannot be critical. The follow-up cannot be critical. The original can, though, right? If the initial target survives, places a sheep debuff on them for 1 turn. This debuff cannot be blocked. Cannot be blocked. Huh. Attacks all enemies. Before attacking, steals all buffs from all enemies. And then places a block buffs debuff on them. Holy shit. That's crazy. Revives this champion with 100% HP and 100% turn meter 3 turns after they were killed, and there's no cooldown. Wonder how the turns are counted. Huh. I wonder... I wonder if, like, if you've got Lydia and you block his first revive attempt, if he'll then revive in 3 more turns. Or if, since he didn't get killed again, it doesn't trigger again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if you block that first revive, if he stays gone. So yeah, I guess block revive is going to be pretty important, because he's also kind of a nuisance to have on the battlefield. The AoE strip block buffs is on a 3 turn is rough. Totally relying on accuracy. Potentially good damage here if you want it. And then the sheep debuff for every time he hits someone and doesn't kill them. And then a pretty reliable A1 stun. He's pretty dope, dude. Well, that's surprising. See, that's a nice move. Like, that's a cool thing to give everybody this champ. I wonder what's the occasion. For a short time only. Yeah, I wonder what the occasion is for that. That's a cool thing. That's a cool thing to do. That's a cool champ to give everybody. Shop purchase. What does that mean? Because no, I fucking didn't. What shop? Oh, these. Okay. It's like, no, I absolutely did not give these motherfuckers money. Okay. I guess we'll wrap it up today. Oh, what affinity was he actually? He's spirit. Okay, I was gonna say if he was force, we might hold off and just 6-star him when we get him, but I'm feeling so conflicted about using 6-star food to get through this challenge. what is it, champions? There's a legendary book on the other end of it, though. Basically, 6-star force champion, get a legendary book. You know what I'm saying? I could do the other one right now. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get out of here. Just gonna continue to grind food, and I mean, I guess let the shards pile for now. I don't know what my intention is with them yet. Probably just waiting on some good summon event. I still not entirely sure what I'm gonna do, like permanently moving forward on fusions, but right now I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna wait on good summon events and use them as I want. Maybe we'll just let them pile up for a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of events they release tomorrow, because there's a new summon event every day. So that's it. I'm getting out of here. Hope you have a good one. Let me know what you think of the new champ. Later.